L'islam est une religion qui vit une crise aujourd'hui, partout dans le monde. Nous ne le voyons pas que dans notre pays. C'est une crise profonde qui est liée à des tensions entre des fondamentalismes, des projets justement religieux et politiques qui, on le voit dans toutes les régions du monde, conduisent à un durcissement très fort, y compris dans des pays où l'islam est la religion majoritaire. Nous allons donc renforcer les contrôles, mettre dans la loi les principes en vertu desquels il sera permis de dissoudre les associations et assumer que, en vertu de nos principes républicains, et sans attendre que ce soit le pire, on puisse dissoudre des associations dont il est établi qu'elles portent ces messages, qu'elles contreviennent à nos lois et nos principes.
It's a uniform civil code that Emmanuel Macron wants to introduce in France. He hasn't used this term, but he has laid out the details. He wants the French constitution to be above religion. He wants all French citizens to be equal before the law. Why has this triggered such a backlash? What implications will the French law have on other countries? Is Macron setting a precedent for secular democracies to follow? And why is the Islamic world opposing such progressive decisions? In the next 4 minutes, we shall try to understand. Let me start by talking about Macron's plan. What does he want to do? In December this year, his government plans to table a bill. They want to strengthen an old law, a law that was made in the year 1905, more than 100 years old. This law officially separated the church and the state in France. This law established state secularism in France. They call it laïcité. It was based on two important principles. One, the neutrality of the state, and two, the freedom of religious practice. What President Macron plans to do is amend the second principle. He says people have the right to belong to any faith, but they should not have the right to display religious affiliation in schools or public service. What does that mean? What will this new law do? It will increase scrutiny of religious communities, their source of funding, and their associations. Simply put, President Macron of France wants to scrutinize Islamic activities in his country. He wants to rescue them from radicalism. Listen to this.
We are going to open a new path together. We are going to try together to build an organization that will allow us, I hope and I believe, to build an Islam of enlightenment in our country. That is to say, an Islam that can be at peace with the French Republic, one which respects all the rules of separation and allows all voices to be pacified. It is not the job of the state to structure Islam, but we must allow and accompany this emergence, starting by freeing Islam in France from foreign influences.
Freeing Islam from foreign influences. The message is clear. France will not tolerate foreign funding of Islamic institutes. It will not allow foreign Islamic preachers to influence French Muslims anymore. Why does France need these rules? Because there are fears that a section of French Muslims is being exposed to radical Islam. This dangerous brand of Islam is being imported. It is being financed from abroad. Right now, France is said to have 300 detached imams from abroad, 300 imported imams, if you like. They have no link to the French Republic. They are recruited by French mosques. They are foreigners filling vacancies in France. At least half of them, 150 imams, are said to be from Turkey. They may or may not understand French secularism. The Macron government wants to keep a check on what they're preaching. That should explain why the Turkish president is making so much noise. The implications of the new French law are not limited to Turkey. They extend to the whole world. Because secular democracies the world over are witnessing this clash, the clash between religious law and the constitutional law. So if France can make the constitution prevail over religion, it creates a template, it sets a precedent, something that other countries can refer to and follow, countries like India. In India, the government is committed to introducing a uniform civil code. It's in their manifesto. One law for all religions. equal status to all citizens. If a liberal centrist Western leader like Emmanuel Macron can justify a uniform civil code of sorts, so can India. So can countries like Norway and Sweden. They've both sheltered and given citizenship to Muslim immigrants. Now they're struggling. These European countries are witnessing a cultural conflict, a clash of local laws with religious laws, a gap between locals and immigrants. Last month we saw riots after members of a far-right group set a copy of the Quran on fire. This truly is a clash between Islamophobia and Islamofascism. Can France strike a balance? Can it rein in radicalism without giving in to xenophobia? Emmanuel Macron's approach may be unconventional, even uncomfortable for some, but there seems no other way to deal with asymmetric assaults and repeated terror attacks. It is time that the world acknowledged this and supported Macron instead of playing politics over his law. Thank you for watching Gravitas on WION's YouTube channel. If you want to stay up to date with what's happening around the world, then subscribe to our channel and don't forget to like and share. Thank you very much for watching WION. World is One.